Guys, welcome back, Bushcraft family, with another video. As you can see, I've got some boxes here. This Superb sent me over some new product. Being we have jars, very nice jars. These are high temperature hourglass. Let's go ahead and get into these and tell you a little bit more about it. They do come in quarts and pints and largemouth and regular. And these things are made, we watched them at the factory itself, how they have these packaged and everything. These are not packaged like the regular other brands that you may get at Walmart and wherever else. These have a protective tray. As you can see here, it comes right off. Has all the lids and rings right here. They're not screwed on to the jars, which will actually cause a lot of damage. But wow, I'm actually looking at this. These are super clear, and they do advertise this, super clear hourglass. Again, high temperature glass, made for canning. And these are a lot thicker than your run-of-the-mill jars that you would get from, you know, the other places. Again, this is a patented little tray right here. This tray is awesome. Now, I'm going to show you something, because I use this product all the time. And to take these off, put them upside down like this, and make noises. Let me go ahead and put this here. I should have thought of this beforehand. But you can see this tray sitting right here. Very cool. You set that tray next to where you're canning, and this holds your jars right in there. Nice little tray. It's good for packaging, but it's also good for keeping these next to your where you're canning at. Instead of using a towel or something like this, this is a perfect tray. It keeps them all separated. Just pop them in there. They keep situated in the whole shebang. Again, these are the pint jars. And I'm going to go ahead and open the other box. And these are a brand new product. They made in the United States, made in America. No other canning company can say that themselves. Let me go ahead and put this aside. And again, you see how nice and clear those are. Let's go ahead and open this other one. And if anybody's wanting canning lids, boy, they really package these things up really good. Canning lids and rings, jars, the whole shebang. And then we have these. Again, this is a patented thing that they made extra to keep these jars from breaking. As you can see, this thing is perfect for putting your jars on when you're canning. That thing alone is awesome. And when we take our lids and stuff off like normal, you can always tell the great quality of this lid, because it is so much thicker. The seal is so much better. It lasts longer than the other canning lids out there. Let's put that aside. These are the largemouth. Oh man, look how nice those are. You can see how nice and clear this glass is. Again, this is the R glass that is made in the United States. The stuff to make this jar is from the United States. They don't outsource its material to make these jars from other countries. It's made in the United States. Just like the lids. No other canning company can say that. It also has the rigid things on the bottom so they don't slide as much on your shelf after you can stuff in them. Look how pretty this thing looks. Oh man. And this is, again, this is the largemouth. They have the quarts in the regular size, and the same thing with the pint size. They have largemouth and regular mouth. If you're interested in any of this, you can use my link down below and get an extra 10% off your order. Again, all this stuff is made in the United States with American steel. It's not outsourced like the other companies get it from India and China and all this other stuff. This is all American made. We need to get back to making our own stuff. And this company right here in Ohio, like 45 minutes away from here, makes this stuff. You can't go wrong. They spent millions of dollars designing these jars, not to mention the lids. We're just talking about the jars right now. They spent millions of dollars to design these to be better than the competition, and they are. Look how beautiful and clear this glass is. I still can't get over how clear it is. You get a can of the ball ones. They don't look this good. They're cloudy, especially once they go through the process of being canned. They don't look like this. Awesome. Talking about the lids. Once you can with these, you'll hear it almost scares you a little bit when you first hear that pop. It doesn't sound like that. It sounds a lot louder. Ping! And first thing I thought is, oh, there goes one of my jars. Nope, it was one of these. And I've been in their test kitchen where they try to make these things fail. You know how you're only supposed to do finger tight with the rim, only finger tight. They put like 20 to 80 pounds of pressure, tighten them down just to try to get them to fail, and they still don't fail. So if you're looking for jars or lids, rings, and that's, nobody ever talks about the ring. You know what's so good about this ring? It's made of the same material as the lid. Very good quality steel, metal. The thing with the other companies, they make their lids out of one material and they make their rings out of another material because these aren't as important. So they think, well, we'll just get the cheaper stuff. The thing is, when you mix metal together, it will actually corrode. And that's a lot of times why they tell you, don't leave your lids or your rings on there. It's because the difference in the metal. This way you don't have to worry about it. I don't never leave my rings on unless I'm using them for inside the fridge or something like that. But again, if you need any more information, just leave comments down below and I'll answer everything. But I'll probably do another one of these to show some of the other jars. But today we are showing we're showing the quarts and the pints. And look how pretty those are. And they're nice flat surface too. So if you want to place labels on this, you don't have to worry about a logo or anything. The logo's down here. All the information's down at the very bottom. It's not up here in the way, blocking the view of your product. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. I just love how crystal clear this glass is. I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but this is very, very pretty glass. And I can't wait to start canning with this. Almost more excited than the garden, but as soon as the garden starts growing, then canning is on. Until next time, like always, God bless. And remember, use the link down below. Get 10% off. God bless.